this has been uh crazy. I mean, we've had problems before, but this man, and you guys missed the thunder and lightning. Holy crap! It was. I mean, I heard it because he was on my phone. Man, it was bad.
That must have been right over your house. It was so loud.
It literally was right over my house. I mean, the things on the wall were actually shaking. Barbara Ryan, Aaron Joy, Robbin's back. I'm doing it now. I'm putting up. Aaron, let me put you backstage. I'm gonna try to make this work. I don't care. I'm so PO'd. Robbin, I'm so sorry, Mama. I want to bring you back again, though, no matter what, because this has been like crazy.
Mother Nature does not play.
Not just Mother Nature. I was already having computer problems, and then like, dang. Right. All right, listen. Let me do this. Stay right there. Don't go.
Okay.
How you doing, Deb Ryder? Man, this was playing a few minutes ago. There we go. All right. I think everything slowed down.
Okay. Trying to fix my camera here.
For me, I can't stop my heart from crying. For me, oh, these tears got a mind of their own. For me,
did I lose you?
Yeah, the light that wakes up beside me. For me, oh, yeah, broke our happy home. Didn't take long for the truth. For me. I'm drowning in a sea of tears and shame. My heart, ooh, never be the same. Me. I can't fake another day. You know, I know. Love don't live this way. Didn't take long.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
When I pull myself on the screen, I can hear you. You just can't hear me.
Okay.
But I wanted to have you and the video on the screen, so I pull myself off.
No for me. Good love, my love. Ooh, don't live here no more for me. It's over, baby.
Beautiful song, beautiful voice, Robbin. I don't think all the time I never really get to hear you sing.
Thank you so much. Is that for me?
For me. Wow, that was beautiful. What's the inspiration behind that song?
My second divorce.
Woo, deep. I can tell that you meant it.
Yeah, I talk about it when we perform it. And I think writing is so cathartic. Oh, I love it. I love it. And I was just thinking about all the things that went down, and I said, okay. And it's it's not a bad thing because he and I are good. We're good. He follows the band. He loves what I'm doing. But it's the truth, and that's what I wrote, and that's what that album consisted of. Basically, just songs. This happened, that happened. Ah, So for me, it was one of those songs that women would come up to me after the show and say, "Girl, ooh." I felt that. I felt that. And that makes me feel really good. It's still worth it, when you're getting that.
Yeah, but when you write from the heart, people know.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can emote all you want. But something when it's real, the audience, whether they're musicians or not, everyone has a soul and a spirit, and they can feel that.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, I don't know if it's a sad or happy, but I enjoyed your performance of it, and I enjoyed the writing. I like the song. I want to play one more before we start having more problems. I'm gonna play one more by you. Here we go. Check this out. I'm gonna pull myself off the screen again.
Okay.
Hamilton, D.C. Can we get down with a little greasy blues for ya?
And let me say, I love that dress.
All right, baby.
Thank you. Thank you. You know that thing about 8 pounds, right?
It's sugar pie, 99 pounds, baby, 99 pounds. Oh, Robbin, you froze. Eric, Facebook said they stopped the broadcast. Is that true? Robbin froze. Robbin, you froze, baby. There you go. You froze for a second. Right on. Right on. Right on. Robbin, what is your writing? I gotta say, how do you go about writing? Like, what's your process? We can't hear you now.
How about now?
All right, stop touching buttons. We already got no problem. Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. What is your writing process, Mama?
I start with lyrics. I don't play an instrument other than my voice, and I start with lyrics. And I know my guys so well. I'll just take my lyrics in. Most times I'll have a melody, and we build off of that. And I say, I was thinking of this, and I know when I was working on For Me in the very beginning, and that riff is very common in a lot of soul songs, That's very common if you listen to a lot of older songs, but we just kind of took it in a different direction. and that's my style. That's my style. So, and it works. And it's the same thing that happened with this album. I came up with all these different ideas, true stories. I wrote a song, about growing up in Chicago. I wrote a song and we did a wonderful video on this new album, Flow Shaker. And it's about an entanglement, if you will, that I thought was going to be something. I thought it was more. That's what the words and the actions were. And come to find out, it wasn't even all of that. He was lying. And so I was sitting at home one day, and me and Tito was like, you know what? We're gonna talk about this to the paper. And I wrote a song, and it's a beautiful ballad. It's on the album, and we were running it in different shows before the album started going into pre-order. Women coming up, and they said, is that those lyrics, did that happen? I said, yeah, that happened, I like that. I love that. Ooh, it's like it's true. I can't make this up.
I can dig it. Music is very, I always tell people that when I'm performing, when you get interviews and stuff, and I always tell them, I said, well, it's like for most of us who are singers, when we're writing, it's like me singing my diary. Like these are things that happen to me, and people are like, I don't think sometimes people get it. It's like, every night I'm ripping the Band-Aid off or I'm putting salve on something, but it's very real. It's very visceral. And that's why I perform it that way, because these songs are real to me. I don't sing anything, whether I wrote it or not. I don't sing anything that has not happened to me or that I don't believe in, because we used to have this saying in church: you can sing a lie just as easy as you can tell a lie. And Deb Ryder says, so good to hear you.
Hey, Deb. Deb also has a song on our album.
Anita White said, hey, y'all. Deb is my girl, man. Her and Rick, I love them. We've been friends for a long time. They've come down and we played together and done a lot of things. I love Deb. I've been on the album with her. Matter of fact, we have a song from one of the albums that she and I do called Get a Little Steam Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to find that. You know what? Let me see. Let me see if I can pull that up. But while wait a minute, before I go anywhere, I'm gonna pull myself off the screen. We're gonna try one more video of you.
Okay.
And let's see if this.
And I won't touch any buttons.
Well, at the moment, it's telling me I can only play one video at a time, even though there's no video there. So it's acting up again, but that's okay. It wouldn't even let me get rid of this.
Oh. So when we were pulling songs together, and
go ahead.
We were pulling songs together, and I'm Deb Ryder is a friend, and she's great. And her and I were talking back and forth, and this song came up. She sent me this song, Sugar. Oh, you know how you hear a song for the first time and you just know that it's a good song. And I listened to this. She's a wonderful lyricist. I mean, the first play, and I called her. It's like, yeah, I got to do this song. It's called "Living Large." It's a beautiful ballad. I already have an idea for the video that I want to release with it. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
But Deb is also a very prolific writer like yourself, and it's cool to see people like that. I mean, I'm writing all the time. My album is called In Too Deep. That should come out March the 4th. But we've been releasing singles, Misinformation, which is so perfect at what's going on, which is why I think Facebook is out to get me now. I didn't write that song about you for Facebook. Leave a brother alone. But I'm gonna try to invite you back so that we can have a full show and get everything as right as we can. It's really not us. I mean, I've done everything I can days before last night, and just as I started to get it working, the Mother Nature decided to turn the power out. I had everything going against me today. So, but we're gonna keep. Let me see. Will this play? I don't think it will. Nope, will not play. Very strange. I don't know. Let me try one more. Let me see if I can get it to do. Robin, let me see. Robin. Let's see what it does. Now pronounce your last name for me one more time, Robin.
Kapsalis.
Kapsalis. Robbin Kapsalis. Let me see.
Kapsalis.
I want to see if it'll let me download this video and play. Let's see what happens. Cross your fingers. Let me play it. Here we go.
My good on you. I gotta tell you about blue-eyed Dan. He was a big, tall, handsome man. Had the stars in his eyes. A good kisser, it was no surprise. Oh, Dan, I got my good on you. Tall and handsome, that's my kind. A big smile and a tight behind. Spoil me silly, treat me right. That's the man in my sight. I gotta tell you about pretty boy John. Big hugs and lots of charm. Makes me smile and weaken the knees. Rings my bell and let me do as I please. Oh, John, I got my good on you. My kind, a big smile and a tight behind. Spoil me silly, treat me right. That's the man in my sight. I got my eye on another man. He's the one who will hold my hand. Makes me laugh like a little girl. That's my guy and I'm his world. Oh, baby, I got my good on you. I got my good on you. I got my good eye. Hey, on you. Oh.
Tight behind. All right, my kind of girl. I like that. I like that. That's nice.
Good eye.
Yeah, good eye. Got my good eye. See, that's country. Now,
Yeah.
when did you start singing? I only became you probably about 4 or 5 years ago. When we were at the BMAs.
Yes.
And I think that's where I first met you.
Yes.
Show me your inspiration. Tell me your inspiration to start singing.
I was actually inspired at a very young age. My brother used to play all this old music. He and my Aunt Annabelle, and he played everything from Elvis to James Brown, Parliament, Funkadelic. My auntie listened to, Clint. She listened to Betty Wright all the time and Al Green. So I just had an eclectic musical menu in front of me as a kid, and I've always wanted to perform, but I didn't start performing professionally until I was older because, marriage, kids, work, all these things. I was working for the government, living overseas, and just a lot of things you can't. Well, it wasn't working for me to do it, and so now it wasn't until I became an empty nester living in the DC area that I was able to actually put my foot on the gas and make it happen. And so it's been going like this now for the last 8 years, thankfully with the same fellas. And I'm enjoying it. I'm really, really enjoying it.
Well, even if it's not with the same fellas, you keep going because, I know you love your band. I love my band. Bands change. I mean, I just literally changed my entire band for the first time in 10, 11 years.
Oh, wow.
It happens. It's one of those things that it does happen. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Let me get one more up. If it'll let me sip. It will not let me. Let's try this one.
The one and only Joe Louis Walker.
All right, just stay right there. Yeah, just stay there. We'll be having this guy on the note.
Well, I woke up this morning and I found she was gone. Yes, I woke up this morning and I found she was gone. That was when I realized I must be by myself. I didn't know she was leaving. That was the last thing on my mind. I didn't know she was leaving. That was the last thing on my mind. She left from here in such a hurry. She must have left from here fine. She called a 747, say the Greyhound run too slow. She called a 747, Greyhound running too slow. Ain't no tracks up in the air.
Eric, you dropping dimes on me, Eric. I'm doing my best. Joe Louis Walker, contacted by his management. He wants to be on the show, so we're gonna bring it in open. Hopefully, we have all these problems. Can you hear that? Huh?
I didn't know she was leaving.
Yeah, I don't know if you're using a laptop. You better go to Facebook right there.
Didn't know she was leaving. That was the last thing on my mind. She left from here in such a hurry. She must have left from here fine.
You're doing it on the phone, so it's always a hard time.
747, say Greyhound running too slow. She caught a 747, Greyhound running too slow. Ain't no tracks up in the air. I don't know where she's going.
Vintage Joe Lewis right there, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Moshe, how you doing, brother? This is Joe Lewis.
Thank you so much.
Right on, right on. Let me try one more. I shouldn't push my luck, but I got to try it. Here's my buddy Sip. Check this out, y'all.
This is my
Christina Beer, how you doing, baby? How's Canada?
See you thought you called me slipping, but I was at the top of my game.
Say it, Sip.
Oh yeah, you thought that I was too busy to even notice all of the sneaky things.
Bill Brackett says, I sold Joe Louis Walker
I used to watch
at 61 to 335 years ago. Right on,
so
Bill.
hard, trying to catch me doing
Captain Joy, how you doing?
Oh yeah.
Kelseyville, California.
You see, I gave everything till I didn't have nothing left. Baby, guess what? You played.
I'm coming next year,
yourself.
Christina. I'll be there next year, baby. Hope to
That's
get
what
to
you
you.
did. You played your doggone self.
Canada.
Now you're telling your friends that I was no good for you. You're making up so many stories, trying to convince everybody that
the story is true.
But all of them know that I'm a good man. And everything that I did was all
That's
about
right. Andy
you.
Dunlop, how you doing, baby?
Oh yeah.
Frankfurt, Germany in the house.
Now I gave everything till I didn't have nothing left. I'm so sorry, baby, you play yourself.
Laura Carbone, I love that woman. She's
Right now, but you played your doggone self. Listen,
Oregon in the house.
if
Yeah.
your lover is always checking on you.
Eric Sassman, is that right? We got 4 people that donated big last week. Tell you guys, thank you very, very much. We may wind up going to a different program. We'll see if we can mix these folks that be live season half. Just an update.
I forgive you, baby, but I moved on. I found me
That's it.
another
I'm thinking that one.
and I don't have to worry about her checking my cell phone when I lay down at night. Baby, you had a good thing in me, but baby, you never treated me right. It's all over now. You see, I gave everything till I didn't have nothing left. By now, you know you played yourself.
You played yourself. All right now.
What you did, you played your doggone self.
You played your doggone self. I like this video,
It's
Tim.
hard on you right now. You played yourself. It's too bad, too bad. Oh, I hate you did it to yourself. Oh. All right. Play on it now.
Sean Adam Williams, how you doing? Spain in the house. Bill Brackett says, Mr. Sip is quite the showman. I saw him at the Nanaimo Blues Festival a few years ago, and he and his bass did an I Feel Like Walker routine that had you crack it up. All right. Nanaimo, I'll be there next year, baby. Been on the books for 2 years there. Isabel Litt, how you doing? Thank you, Big Rick. You know I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Sip. And the song is You Played Yourself. Right on. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to bring back Miss Rob. We're not going to take all the time. Here's one. Myself, if going to play. Let's see. There it is. Me and Deb Ryder. And I was so honored that Deb brought me in on this song. This is called Get a Little Steam Up. Check it out.
Yeah. Come on over here, Sugaray. You got no etiquette, and I got no class. We ran the human race, and both came out last. We just a couple walking natural disasters. Who cares? That's all in the past.
You got no logic, I got no self-control. You came upon me while I was out on parole. We got nothing and no place to go. Who cares? Come on, baby, let it roll. Baby, let's team up, get a little steam up. Baby, let's team up, get a little steam up.
Baby, let's
team up.
San Diego, Major Lost the Bass Man.
Baby, let's team up, get a little steam.
Yeah, I got my power, man. It's been a day. Right on. Woo!
Come on.
Phantom Blues Band backing us up on this one.
You got no dignity, and I got no sense. We both got brought up on the wrong side of the fence. Ended up here, that's sheer coincidence. Who cares? It don't make no difference.
You got no culture, and I got no tact. We both from the wrong side of the tracks. I guess they say opposites attract. Who cares? Let's just get into that. Baby, let's team up, get a little steam up. Baby, let's team up.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's funky. Deb Ryder, Rick Ryder.
Steam up, baby, let's team up, get a little steam up.
That's Rick Ryder. That's Rick Ryder, Deb's old man on the bass. He throwing down.
Yeah.
Look here. You got no modesty, I got no shame.
When we first met, you had a fictitious name.
I just one that no one would claim.
Who cares?
We're still in the game. Baby, let's team up, get a little steam up. Baby, let's team up, get a
Jasmine
little
Stale,
steam
Mike
up.
Finnegan.
Baby, let's team up, get a little steam up. Baby, let's team
Tony
up, get a little steam up.
Jim Pugh on piano.
Team up, get a little steam up. Baby, let's team up, get a little steam up. Baby, let's team up, get a little steam up. Baby, let's team up, get a little steam up.
I think we got live one time. We did a show with E-Deb and Robbin Ford somewhere in LA. I was trying to read the words, but it was fun. Yeah, there's live. There's a version of us doing it live somewhere. Right on YouTube.
I bet you it is nice live. Really nice.
Team up, get a little steam up, baby, yeah. Team up, get a little steam up, yeah.
Deb Ryder, ladies and gentlemen. I had to play that when we was talking about it. Right on. Yeah. I guess today is Miss Robbin Kapsalis. I'm still doing it wrong. It's gonna take me a minute. And I hate that. Well, that's why I say Sugaray, because nobody can ever pronounce my first name. Mine is Quran, but no one ever remember it. Well, it's not something you hear all the time. So
no.
You know, so next time you see Creole carving, I've been all kind of thing. I ain't got kicked out of class one time because the teacher thought it was. And I'm like, no, it's Quran. She thought I was messing with her. I'm like, no, my name is Quran. You know, so people just call me Ray, and which is fine, except for when my brothers and I are together, all our friends separately call each other Ray because our last name is Rayford. So, you know, when you say Ray, all three of us turn around like, what? Right on. Get a little steam up. So, what's the name of the new album?
The new album is called Soul Shaker.
And that comes out?
That releases October 15th.
October 15th. Now, give me your website and your Facebook info so people go and they can search you up.
So, website is vintage18.net. And Facebook is Robbin Kapsalis and Vintage number 18. And if you type in Robbin, I'm going to pop up. There are not too many Robbins out there with a double B in there. You know, mom was being creative and all, right? So,
and you know how it's black.
I know, right?
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. HTT / of course, the Wizard of Oz back there. Eric Sessamon is so fast with that typing. And here is the other info. I just bought the pre-release. You just bought, I think is what you said. You just bought the pre-release. Right on, Bill.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now, it is a self-release, and I created Bird Song Records to release it under. I wanted to correct that from earlier when we were talking.
Uh-huh.
So it's being released under Bird Song Records.
So are you doing any digital platforms with it?
Yeah, it's on all digital platforms.
Right on.
Yeah.
And one more time, the day it comes out?
October 15th, Soul Shaker by Robbin Kapsalis and Vintage number 18.
It comes out, 10 days. What's the date? Today's the what?
Yes, I know. I'm so excited.
Are you excited? You excited? So have you been gigging it all during?
We have. We've been gigging all year. We've been out. We did the Spirit of Kansas over the summer. We were out in Ohio. I had a chance to pop in with my buddy Albert Castilla, and
I love Albert.
I do too.
Yeah. we played another band together called the Blues Giants.
Okay, very cool.
We've only done it mostly in Europe. Actually, only in Europe. Me, him, Mike Zito, Willie J. Campbell, Jimmy Bott.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we bring in Nick Schneblin, and that's a thing too. Let me see if I can. Some people said, did we go down again?"
It says live.
Yeah, I got it too. So Barbara, maybe we need to refresh. Barbara Ryan, you might need to refresh.
So we're hitting the road again. I think this is next Friday is our last show out of town, and we're gonna hang out with Paul Benjamin and his crew in Florida. We're playing Camping with the Blues.
See, I know Paul Benjamin from I've done his headline in his other show, in Rockland, Maine.
Oh, the North Atlantic Blues Fest.
Yeah, I've done that one quite a few times. I did a couple times, I think, with the Managed Boys, and then just a few years ago we headlined it on one of our wild tours.
Oh,
Let me see.
cool.
Let me see if this will do this. Let's see if it'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Here's about Willie J. Campbell.
So I want these songs because in all my touring, I've only heard one other band do it. But we're going to do it now. This is called The Same Old Blues. Okay? on falling. Like the tears fall from my eyes as I sit in my room, staring at the blue. It's the rain, child, it's the same old blue. I can't help but thinking of when the sun used to shine on my back door. Now the sun has turned to rain, and all my left is back to pain. It's the rain, Lord have mercy, it's the same old blues. It's okay?
That's why I say laptop and desktop, so you can see all the interactions on the side. It's hard to do.
Sunshine is all you see now. But it all looks like rain to me. As I sit in my room, staring at the gloom. It's the rain, it's the same old blue. It's the same old blue. It's the rain, now it's the same old blue.
Don't be hurting no chickens, Eric. The Blues Giants, ladies and gentlemen. That was always fun to do. Me, Mike Zito, Albert Castillo, Willie J. Campbell, Jimmy Bott, again, sometimes Nick Sneblin.
I can't hear you.
Fun thing. What was that? Robin?
Sugar, were you saying something?
Yeah, I was saying the same old blues. That's Albert, Willie J. Campbell, Mike Zito, and sometimes Nick Sneblin, the Blues Giants. That was a lot of fun.
I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. You can't hear me? No? Not hearing me? 222? Uh-oh. Turn your volume up somehow. It's that type of party.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. Wow. Nothing? Nothing.
I hear a little buzz.
Okay, that's really weird. I don't know how to fix that on the phone. Let me try this.
Uh-oh.
Nothing but problems.
I'm not sure what I should do. I don't want to touch anything.
Check one. Check one. Check one. Check one. Can you hear me now? I can hear you fine. Everybody can hear you fine.
I don't hear anything.
All right, wait a minute. Let me do this. Can you hear me now?
No.
Nope. Okay. All right. Sage and
it may be me.
Yeah, I think it's you. We can all hear you. You can't hear us, but we can hear you. This has been
okay.
This has been a crazy day.
Should I back out and come back?
Yeah, try it.
Yes. Okay.
This is why we try not to do this on the phone. It's really hard to do it on the phone. Yeah, I know, Deb. I can hear everybody also. We didn't get a question of the day because of all the craziness that was happening. Yeah, we could. Hold on. We could hear you fine. Everybody could hear you fine. You just couldn't hear us.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo.
So your new album comes out October the 15th. That's got to be exciting.
I am excited. I'm excited. COVID, it threw a monkey wrench in plans for everyone, and we just, we took that downtime to tweak some songs. It actually worked in our favor. We said, okay, well, you know what? How about we look at this again? How about we do something different? We ended up with an extended groove of one song on the album, and we're digging that. We're like, okay, it's 7 minutes long, but we have a radio edit. It's okay.
Exactly. Well, I still remember the days when radios didn't care about a bit. Everything got to stay in like 3 minutes, 30 seconds, 3:45 at the most. But I remember the days, listening to the extended track of Parliament, 15 minutes or Rare Earth, 22-minute long, and people listen to it because it was cool. I mean, that's music, but radio now, it can't be longer than about 3:45, about as long as you can get. If they look down and see it, they like, oh, we're not even gonna play this. It's like, but that's when DJs still had independence.
Yeah, it's a little different now. I mean, on our last album, we did a version of a Bob Dylan song called "Million Miles." It was 7 minutes long, but some stations played it. And one DJ told me, when I play that song, I know I could take a tiny little break.
Well, the independent stations, like I want to say, thank you to 80. I think it's 88.1 that gives me a lot of love. The independent stations, those DJs can still be DJs. A lot of DJs now, you're just a button pusher. The station come in and say, here's the lineup. We want these 25 songs in rotation for the next 24 hours, and they don't have a choice. But there's still a few independent stations out there that just plays whatever they feel. Laura Hall is on, and she runs a station. She runs a program called Acousticity, and I always have a hard time saying that. Acoustic, but she plays a bunch of my stuff, and she said, "Oh, there she is. She's on." She said, "That's why I enjoy hosting a show on college radio. Yes, you get to play what you want to play. College radio is still Very, very important.
Very strong.
Very strong. Very important. I've done quite a few of them and been blessed to do so. Well, Robbin, I still want to bring you back so that we can try to do a show where the power doesn't go out and the computers don't freak out. And you're a very beautiful, very talented woman. And I'm so glad you took the time to stay with all this craziness and kept your composure like all sisters do. My queens. That's it, baby. That's it. Queen disability. I like it. I like it a lot. My name is Sugaray Raver. This has been live at the Suga Shack, part 37, I guess you would say, because we was on like 18 different times trying to get this thing. Good Lord Jesus. My guest has been the beautiful Robbin Kapsalis. Kapsalis. Did I get it right?
Kapsalis.
God dang it. I keep saying it's Spanish. It's Greek. Kapsalis. All my great buddies, Chuck Kavoris and Theodore Andreades, Teddy Zigzag. Y'all don't be giving me a hard time. I know they're gonna give me a hard time later. Like, what? You don't speak Greek? Big Red said Bohemian Rhapsody got turned down on over for being too long. Still a favorite all these years later. Yeah, it's a great song. Yeah. Sometimes it takes more than 3.5 or 5 minutes to get a song out. You know, I have one I did way back in the day with Aunt Kizzy's boys called Anime's Cafe, the song I wrote for Pam, and it's 10 minutes long. But it that's what the song was. It came out that way. There was nothing to do about it, nothing we could do about it. Couldn't make the song any shorter because that wasn't the song. Thank you, and see you next week. Glad we got something out of it. I know. Thank you, guys. All you guys that tuned back in, God bless y'all for being there. I appreciate it so much. Me and Robbin both, we really do. We appreciate it very much. So, Robbin, next time, make sure we do it on laptop or desktop so you can see all the comments on the side. I'm trying to put them up on screen.
Yes, I will definitely do that. And I thank you so much for having me. I mean, even with everything with all the glitches, it's something that happens. And I look forward to coming back and chatting with you again about the new music.
I know that you were getting ready to fly out next week, so I'll be doing the same thing. Like I said, we're at the Richmond Folk Festival. I'm leaving here on the 7th, so we'll be there for 4 or 5 days, 4 shows or 5 shows in 4 days or something like that craziness. Okay. But where are you at? What part of the country are you in?
East Coast.
Okay, you're on the East Coast. Okay, right on. Are you still in the DC area?
Yes, I am.
Okay, right on.
It's a beautiful day. If I were here, I would try and make your show. You're going to be in Richmond. That's not too far.
Well, you know, everything's on the East Coast. You guys be like, oh, we had to drive 5 hours like there was somewhere. I'm like, man, 5 hours. I'm still in LA. You know, I haven't get out of town yet. That's crazy.
I'll drive half an hour. I'll be in DC, and then 10 minutes later, I'm back in Virginia. And then, oh, wait a minute, I'm in Maryland. Oh man,
I don't know how y'all do it. I wouldn't be able to keep up to where I am.
It's hard. It was when I first moved here. I moved here from Atlanta, so it's a little different for me. It was a little different for me.
Well, yeah, but I was shocked when I went to go visit DC a few years ago. It was the first time I had been, and I enjoyed the city though. Expensive.
Yes.
It reminded me of like being in California. I mean, I shouldn't say expensive. I mean, it's like California prices. I guess I just wasn't expecting it for 5 hours. I am in Paris. Yeah, well, you know, let's not even go to Europe. You know, Europe, you guys, you know, I leave France and go to Germany. I leave Germany and go to Belgium, or, you know, I could do all that in like 8-9 hours, you know. It's a 7-8 hour drive just from LA to San Francisco. We still in California.
Wow.
We're not even talking about trying to drive like from San Diego to Humboldt. That's a good 12 to 14, and you're still in California. Yeah, from my house in LA to Portland, if I drive straight through, that's 17 hours.
17?
And I've only been through 2 states, California and Oregon.
That's a long ride.
Huh?
That's a long drive.
You know what? We West Coast people, for us, that's not long. I mean, I do shows like I'll do a show in Colorado, walk off the stage and drive back to my house in Arizona. That's about 10 hours. That's we drive up and play shows in San Francisco. We'll drive up. That's 7 hours, 8 hours on traffic. We'll drive up, do the show in San Francisco, get done, get in the car, and drive home. That's down the street for us. That's down the street.
Oh, wow. That's a long drive.
The only time we start thinking it's long is when we get to put in those 22, 24 hours of driving, like when we drive up to Canada or something like that. That's a long drive. We do like Drake and I take turns, but we get there in like 22 hours, 24 hours, So.
Oh my goodness. And I thought DC to Florida was a long drive. Woohoo! I'm talking about 22 hours. 22 hours. Woo. Honey, I need a hotel room somewhere in that mix.
Well, we always sit down like, okay, we can get into a hotel room now and prolong this drive but like I said, 22. If it's a 30-some hour drive, we're gonna stop somewhere and get a hotel. But 20 hours, 24 hours, nah, there's 7 of us in the bed, all of us can drive. But usually it's Drake or myself, but we put in 16 hours a piece or 12 hours. Matter of fact, it was funny because when we went out and did the first show I did since the pandemic, so it's been 18 months, we went out and played, we replaced Shamika at a show out in Pittsburgh. We're out in Pittsburgh. I can't remember what city it was. What Eric kept saying Philadelphia, but it wasn't Philadelphia. It was why can't I think of the name of the city? But anyway, we took my little bus, and I got a little Mercedes-Benz bus, and so me, Drake, and Eric Sassaman, and Eric was like, "Aren't y'all tired yet?" We're like, "No, man, I think we stopped at a Walmart and slept for like a few hours in 100-some degrees somewhere, and then on the ride back, but straight through.
The fact that you weren't even considering a hotel room until you hit about 30 hours. Oh yeah. My body's blown, man. Blown. You hear me?
Well, I mean, when you get out on the road, when you really get out there, you'll see you got to do it. I mean, we did a tour a few years ago. It was 24 shows. It was 24. No, it was 24 shows in 26 days in 16 states.
Wow, that's a lot.
And we did that in my van, my 350 van, pulling the trailer.
Right.
24 shows, 16 states in like 26 days, something like that.
I mean, we've done some complicated routing in the Midwest, like traveling from Chicago up to Iowa, but it was nothing. It wasn't long. Like
Chicago to Iowa, that's down the street.
No, that was a long for me, and I don't drive. Our guitar player,
leaving. I think that tour was we left LA, we played in Wyoming. Then we went down and played in Utah. Then we went up and played somewhere in Michigan, a couple different places in Michigan. Then we played 2 nights at Buddy's place. Then we left there and went to Vermont, and then Vermont over to New York, and then New York down to Virginia, and Virginia down to Florida, then back up to upstate New York, then into Canada, then all the way back down to Florida again, and then to Tallahassee, Decatur, Georgia, New Orleans, and then we drove home.
Decatur was greater.
It was my first time playing in the Atlanta area. It was cool. It was different.
Were y'all in Eddie's Attic?
No, it was some big place in like a strip mall.
Okay.
We didn't have a big crowd show up, but it was a big place. The place probably held about 500. Almost all the things we were doing there were like 500 seaters. So it was like one of those, we call them theater runs or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy. And we're not even talking about overseas. We've done those long where we spend a month in Canada, go home for 1 week, and then spend 3 months or 4 months in Europe. Those get, you're in the Czech Republic, you're in France, you're in Romania, you're in Norway, and I always, as much as I used to tour, it only happened one time. One time, I think we had been out for like 4 months, and my brother just scrambled. And we were in Belgium. And my friends, we were in the part of Belgium where they were speaking French. So I got up, and we had been in France the night before for like a week. We had been touring through France. And so everybody was speaking French. So I got up and said, "Thank you, France." And the whole 5,000 people like, ooh, ooh. We were in Belgium, but they were speaking French. So my brain, and I remember my drummer at the time, Lavelle, was just like, "Oh, you got to work your butt tonight, Pop. You got to work your butt tonight." I'm like, "Oh, God, I can't believe I just did that." All these years I've never done it, that being in New York, like, "Hello, Cleveland." That never happened to me. It happened to me that night. It got me. I was tired. I was like, "Hello, France, merci beaucoup d'être venu." They're like, "No, everybody ooh," and I'm like, "What they ooh for?" And like, "We're in Belgium." I'm like, "Oh crap."
No, I'm never gonna forget that. When we start getting to overseas, I'm never gonna. Thank you.
This is my buddy Fabio. For years when I first started going to Europe, Fabio Escada is his last name. He lives down in Bordeaux in France. One of my best friends in the world. His beautiful wife there. I've stayed at their houses, but anyway, his first I started going to Europe. This gumbo special backed me up. So they took me all over France and all over the world and Germany and blah, blah, blah. And I spent years and hundreds of gigs with these guys. Fabio, I love you, my man. Mon ami, you are my friend. I love him very much. All right.
Cool.
How about that drive to Pittsburgh? Yeah, it wasn't bad. Eric, it was bad when we started going through the cicadas, if you remember that.
Ugh.
Let's bring him up. There he is. The Wizard of Oz, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you guys.
Man, they just won't stop driving. They just won't stop.
Eric, I've never seen him eat a drink. I swear to God, every 4 hours he wanted to stop to get some food. We're like, Drake and I we got some nuts or something. Let's go.
Oh, I wanted to stop and get some of that barbecue.
You sound like our drummer. Every time, "Hey, I'm hungry now." It's like, "Well, you just ate."
Well, you better stop. In my band, I'd be like, "You better bring a doggy bag because it's gonna be about 8 hours before we stop." And we gotta be it.
They wouldn't stop to pee, get gas, eat, sleep, nothing. They just go.
Road dog.
That's it. If it was our guitar player, we would never stop. We would never.
Hey, listen. Especially when you're doing those one-offs, you got one gig. I am not taking 4 days to get there and then 3 days to get home. That's ridiculous.
Right.
In our eyes, this is a 72-hour gig. We get 1 day to drive there, play, and then a day to drive home. We out.
That's it.
Tell you what, it was efficient. We went a long ways.
We did stop at that little place in
no hotels.
Iowa, whatever. Remember that place where the little diner that we put, whatever the hell. I don't even know what state we were in, but that was nice. We stopped there to get some food.
Yeah.
We stopped at,
mostly truck stop food. That's what we ate.
We stopped at that barbecue place in
that was good.
New Mexico. Got sick.
Your mic's cutting out a little bit. I missed that.
Oh, it's because I was too close. Overdriving. I said we stopped at that little place in New Mexico, the barbecue joint, the place where you got sick. See, that's what happened when you stop to eat food on the road. You just keep driving, you wouldn't have got sick.
That's right. That's right.
I had the best of boiled peanuts. They were Cajun boiled peanuts. I think we were on our way. It was this summer. We were on our way to the Spirit of Kansas.
You actually like it?
Oh, it was so good.
Oh, I was born and raised in East Texas, right close to Louisiana, and we grew up with the boiled peanuts. I do not like boiled peanuts.
Really?
Stand it.
Oh, so good. They was just the right amount of spice.
Oh, Jennifer, let's not even start talking about toilets. With the old band, every time we stop to get gas, it's a 45-minute an hour break. And I'm like, y'all can't go all. Why y'all can't? I got a 7-piece band. Like, I'll be like, y'all can't all go in there and pee at the same time. Y'all know we stopping to get gas. I tell you we stopping to get gas. It's not a break. When we break, they break. I'll be like, listen, it takes 5 minutes to get gas. Let's get going. It's an hour. And then when we stop, it's an hour because they got to get out and get all this other stuff.
What was that thing that weird pickled dish that we ate at that restaurant? Pickled, like fried pickles or
fried pickles. Fried
pickles. I've never
he had never had fried pickles.
Yum.
That is good.
Pickles.
Yum.
Yes. Well, you from Atlanta. I'm from Texas, so we grew up with fried pickles.
Oh my! And they have to be dill.
Yes.
Have to be
dill pickles.
Yeah, get you a side of ranch dipping sauce for it.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, that's.
He'd never seen it before.
Eric, did you like it?
Oh yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
I'm not even a big pickle fan, but there's something about fried anything that makes it better.
Well, we stopped at some place one time on the East Coast, and they were doing fried Oreos, fried Twinkies, fried
Oreos.
Fried Oreo. It was actually really good. It was actually really, really good. I was shocked.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was good. Well, listen, y'all. This is Sugaray Rayford. This is Robbin. This is Eric, aka the Wizard of Oz. Kapsalis. Robbin Kapsalis. Yeah, I got it right.
You did it.
Pickled okra is the bomb.
Yes.
Okra.
I don't know. I mean, we always did fried okra. I've never had pickled okra. Really, pickled okra?
Yes.
Fried air. Huh?
What is it? Is it a dill? Is it a dill pickle?
It's a brine. It's just like a brine. It depends on who pickles it, but most people put a little bit of garlic in there. It's yummy.
Really?
And we need to have a show just all about food.
I'm a Southern man, and I've never had
pickled okra.
No,
and it's crunchy. You don't taste the slime of the okra. It's crunchy.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yummy. Bill said you buy it in a jar.
Yep, in a clear jar. Yep.
I don't.
Don't get me started on pickles. And pig feet gonna come in here somewhere.
Oh, hey, I'm down with pig feet. Pickle pig feet. I used to get that. You used to be in Texas. You used to be able to get that everywhere. The funny thing is now I wouldn't even eat it. When I was a kid, I loved pickled pig feet.
Yeah, me too. I haven't had one since I was a kid though. But
you go down to the dollar store. Well, we didn't call them dollar stores then, but the I guess they say on the East Coast the bodega. They always had that jar by the checkout with the pickled pig in it.
With the pickled pig feet, the pickled eggs.
Yeah, I didn't like the pickled eggs, but I did like I love the pickled pig feet though. That was good. They make pickled okra in Texas. I bet they do. I'm just saying, Bill. I've never had it. What we do is fried. I'm from East Texas, so I'm over there in Tyler, Longview. We're about 30-40 minutes from Shreveport, Louisiana. So we get that fried okra.
Fried okra.
Next time you're in San Diego, check out Chicken Charlie's. He fries everything. What part of San Diego is he in, Freddie? What? Let me know. Listen, y'all, I'm trying to get out of here. But now that it's working,
now that everything's working, it's time to go.
Now everything's working, it's time to go. I'm Sugaray. This is Robbin Kapsalis. That's the Wizard of Oz, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody said, wait a minute. Okra. She said, you don't like okra, Talis? What's wrong with you, girl? She young.
Pig's feet. I'm with you on that one. I can't even look at it.
She don't like okra.
Talis? What is it?
It looks like her name is Talis Bianca. She says,
that's my daughter.
That's your daughter?
She doesn't like okra.
She says okra, and then she got some emojis up here.
Oh.
One looks sick, one looks like, oh.
Yes.
Okay,
no, she doesn't.
In La Mesa. Wait a minute. Then she just put up 2 emojis and they crying. She says no.
Leave it to your kids to get in there and mess everything up.
Absolutely. When she was a baby, I tried to get her to introduce my kids to everything like I was introduced to everything. That's why I eat everything from snails. When I was living in Greece, I was eating snails and octopus. I learned how to clean an octopus.
Oh, well, That's the problem. Is I lived in Japan for 3 years and I almost married a Japanese woman, and I travel a lot through Europe, Norway, and all that. Everyone knows Sugar. Knows that it's on my writer. Sugar don't eat sea monsters. I'm not. No sea monsters. No, that's why I draw the line. You know, man, speaking of Paul Benjamin, the North Atlantic Festival, when you play there, they give each band member 2 Maine lobsters right out of the freaking water. Huge Maine lobsters.
Oh.
Yep. And every time I have a ham and cheese sandwich with a bag of chips.
You deserve it.
I used to get my drummer. My drummer, he at one time, I think he had 6 lobsters. He ate 6 lobsters. He's like, y'all ain't gonna eat these? Like, Sugar ain't eating no sea monsters. Now, I say that, Robin. What I mean by that is I've actually tried it. I'm not one of those people that don't try something just because it looks gross. I've actually tried it. It's just not my, when I was in Norway, we did a show up in the North Pole called the Dark Season Blues Festival in Svalbard.
Okay.
And they had seal. Have you ever seen seal?
Seal? Like seal meat to eat?
Yes.
I couldn't. That one I would have to draw the line on.
It's black and oily. And
really?
Wait a minute, Jennifer's from Chicago. She's living in the UK right now, but she says no okra pig's feet or fried Twinkies for me. In Scotland, they fry Mars bars. Okay.
See, I can't do the sweet fried stuff. That right there, no.
Wait a minute, Deb Ryder says, "Ooh, I love lobster." Well, you can have mine if we going out. Deb, you ever invite me to eat? Don't go nowhere where it's gonna be seafood. Now, I've gotten a little better. I can do fried shrimp. I can actually do this one is buttered and garlic shrimp. That's good. I can do. I grew up eating catfish, buffalo fish, so I can do that. And I finally got what? You're from Georgia. What's wrong with you, girl?
No, my family know me. They know. No, don't you?
You don't do catfish?
No catfish? Oh man,
I do not like catfish.
You don't eat squid, but you want an octopus, but you don't eat catfish. What's wrong with you, girl?
I will tear a squid up from the tentacle to the head. I will tear it up, all 8 legs, and you put a catfish in front of me, catfish nuggets. I don't care how you dial it up. No, thank you, fella. No.
Really?
No.
What is a Scotch egg?
Scotch egg. Your daughter says try Scotch egg. Yummy. We made right. When made right.
Yeah, my daughter, her dad's Canadian, so yeah, he's introduced her to that.
Lauren says seafood is not for human consumption. I'm with you, brother. I'll do bugs. I'll eat grasshoppers and all that way before I eat seafood. Ugh.
Oh, and you know what? One delicacy I tried while I was living in Greece. It's called akinous.
Yes.
It's sea urchin egg.
Yes.
And they were, I love it.
And
that's disgusting.
They were trying to get me to do it, and I said I already had this in Japan. I know I don't like it. My Japanese girlfriend used to give that to me, sea urchin eggs and sea urchin, and she would give me little pieces of pufferfish. I mean, again, I've tried these things. I just don't like them. Like and most of it is a texture thing to me and a smell. Seafood is just not.
It's probably got something to do with where you were raised. If you grew up near the coast where they're getting crabs and lobsters and fish, I love that stuff because I grew up near the coast.
Well, Eric, I left Texas at 18. I literally have been all over the world. There's very few continents. There's very few countries that I have not seen. And I'm one of those people that I always feel like I'm an ambassador of sorts. So and when you go playing music, they always bring out the delicacies. Like in the north of France where they do organ meats. Well, I'm good with that. They brought out some chitlins and whatnot, and some kidneys. I'm good with that. But some of the countries I go to, when I was in the Philippines, eating balut. I tried it.
What's that?
It is. They usually use a goose egg or a big chicken egg, and they put it in the ground to have fermented. And then they pull it out the ground. You just chop the top off, and then you swallow it down. That's balut. I've had monkey brains. I've been to China. They eat real Chinese food. I've eaten it all. I've tried it all. I do any of that before I eat seafood. I just do not.
A wonderful lobster with a nice ball of butter.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
just give me a ham and cheese sandwich. I'll take it. I tell you, that's how I learned. That's how I learned to love Nutella when I was in Europe. Because sometimes I'll be looking at the food, I'm like, I said, I'll make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but they don't do peanut butter. They just do Nutella. So I learned to eat me a Nutella and jelly sandwich.
Wow.
That's right.
They make all this food for me. You know, my old tour manager, she knew. She like, So she made sure wherever I went that I had. I was like, I'll go a day or two. I'm like, I'm not eating that. Okay, I don't care how much hot sauce and cheese or whatever you put on it.
Well, I gotta find me a Scotch egg now? I've never had one. Now,
Deb Ryder said the same thing. I love Scotch eggs. Have them all over the UK and
okay, I gotta find one somewhere.
Trying them at Highland Games food trucks is a gamble. What is this Scotch eggs? I've never had that.
I've never had one.
What do you mean?
Okay, we all got to go out and get a Scotch egg and report back.
I don't have no kid taste bud. I eat food all over the world. I love buffalo. I love emu. I love crocodile. I love snake, possum, raccoon, squirrel, frog legs.
Now you lost me. Now you lost me.
Seafood is a whole nother column by itself. I have gotten to where I can eat
kangaroo.
I never had kangaroo. I can eat salmon.
Yes. There you go. There you go.
I was somewhere. I want to say I was in Liechtenstein or somewhere, and they gave us sea bass. And I was fighting. I had my hanky over my eye. I took everything I had not to throw up over the table and ruin everything.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Mussels, clams. I ain't eating none of that crap.
That's the best right there. Grilled. Oh my goodness.
Listen, I just got the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. Like,
look, you lost me at snake. When you said snake, you started talking about squirrel.
Snake is good. if you fry it right or if you boil it or broil it, it's good. It gets a little tough, but it's good. They just like chicken. Ilana Cat. Ilana is here. Ilana's on. Ilana Katz is on.
Cat.
Hey.
Somebody said, me too, Sean. Who is Sean? Love Scotch eggs.
Scotch egg. Okay, there's a recipe.
There's a recipe.
Oh, I got to click that and see what that is.
See, Lorenz is with me. Lorenz, I'm with you. Lorenz said, testify, brother. You're right. And he's from Europe.
Tastes like chicken. Yep.
Pass on the snake, baby. And I'm not eating squirrel. Rocky. That's Rocky.
Well, Rocky going down with some hot sauce, some Tabasco. Make me a little gravy, a little roux with him. Throw some rice, some Texas rice on the side, with butter, sugar, and cream. Oh, Rocky going down.
Oh, you can't live in Seattle and not love salmon, Frederick. We're gonna kick her out.
Love salmon, but Naja, who grew up in Seattle, can't stand it. Salmon is not bad because it's the one fish, seafood fish, that doesn't taste fishy.
It's true.
To me, it's the one that tastes the most. It has the most that fishy flavor, but I love it. Salmon? Yeah.
Oh, did you see my attempt? Because you know how to do seafood, but I love to cook. So I cook. I'm a Southern man, so we learned to cook from small age. So I cook, not just the grill. I mean, I actually cook and bake the whole night. So, but I had never had salmon. So I had some smoked salmon. Somebody brought me some smoked salmon, and I put it on the skillet with some butter and garlic. And people were like, "Don't fry it, don't." I'm like, well, I didn't know. I was like, it's seafood. I said, I'm gonna give it a shot, but I'm cooking it. I ain't eating it raw.
Oh, it was already smoked, and then you put it in the skillet?
Yeah.
If it's smoked, it's ready to go.
It was with the blues thing. I put that up. That was a while back. Barbara, don't be laughing at me. She like laugh out loud.
I will definitely eat a plate of smoked salmon with a handful of capers. Wait
a minute, Lawrence says he's from the Netherlands, where they eat raw herring. Yeah, I had the raw herring, Lawrence. They gave that to me one of the very first times. Matter of fact, I remember my first time ever playing in Norway, some 10 years ago. I was playing in Kapsalis So all my Norwegians know what this is. It's on the fjord, Chopsvik, and they have this festival called the Cement Blues Festival. And that's where I met Lazy Lester years ago. And me and Lazy went fishing, and we caught an angler fish. And the guy fried it up for us. Now I had a piece just because I had wrestled with it. It took me a while to caught, and that, it had the texture of lobster, but it. From the
that's the best.
Where they eat raw herring, aka Dutch sushi. Yeah, I know. Anybody's ever toured knows that when you're in the Netherlands, you're in a lot of different countries, even Germany in certain parts. When you go down for breakfast, they always got the pickled herring and the herring, their raw herring and or a lock. What do they call it?
Locks, yes.
Locks. Yeah, I ain't eating
I
noticed that. I ain't eating none of that. That's usually when I go back upstairs and get a handful of my walnuts or my toasted almonds.
Get your peanut butter and jelly again.
They don't always have that. Depending on where you are in the world, they don't always have that. I always carry Blue Diamond. I always carry roasted Blue Diamond almonds, like the roasted ones or the lemon lime ones with me. So when I'm on the road, and then a lot of times for me, I can't eat before a show because I'm so nervous I'll throw up. I never eat before a show. So a lot of times, literally, it's their time when that's why I lose weight when I'm touring. Because there are times where it's 24 hours and I haven't eaten. I've drank water and I haven't really eaten because of the way the schedule was. Because the nerves and everything, I literally, excuse my French, would throw up. And
what about after the show? You get hungry after?
The problem is after the show, and until your name get, like where my name is now, they have food always for me. But years before that, it's like they got the food there. They take the food away by 10 o'clock. You headlining. By the time you finish the show, it's down midnight, 1 a.m. I probably got to go sign CDs and then probably got a couple engagements or whatnot that you have to go to and show your face. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. There's nothing open. So there you go. It's been over 24 hours and you hadn't eaten.
They cleaned up all the food in the green room and the trailer.
Yeah, and it's gone. But now that my name has gotten a little bit bigger, they always have food or snacks or sandwiches and stuff around for me. Because people know you now that Ray is not going to eat for a show. And,
he just drives and there's no stopping. That's right.
After the show, he's on the road. Laughing, Barbara. You laughing, but that is true.
That is true.
I should own stock in Love's, TA, and Flying J's. I should own stock because that's the other way I eat. Stop and get those Flying J chicken wings. They make a good chicken wing.
Yeah, they do. And Flying J's and Love's have the best snacks. I think hands down.
Love's has the best pizza.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it's a good pizza. It's a good pizza. Especially you talk about it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You haven't eaten for 17 hours. You pull in like, oh yeah. So we load up. Hey, that's what you live off of. You're on the road, baby. That's where it goes.
Yeah.
It's the band always say. The bands are always saying, what excite me, and I would call it groceries. Like we got in the groceries on the gig. They ain't ask you how much they get paid in the groceries on the gig. Literally. Like, I'll give you a per diem. You go get your own groceries, but no seafood. No.
Oh goodness.
I'm gonna do some grilled shrimp.
I like grilled shrimp.
You like?
I said as I've gotten older, I've gotten better. Like I can do grilled shrimp. I can do even don't have to. Usually just I can only do it fried, but I can do grilled shrimp. Like I said, garlic and butter and all that. I like that. Pretty much shrimp and salmon are the 2 seafoods that I can stomach and eat. Everything else is just and I'm gonna say it again, folks. I've tried it. It's not like I'm just saying this because of the way it looks. I'm one of those people. I always try first. So crab legs and all the stuff that people like go crazy over. I'm like, yeah, now you get all the crab legs. I'll take the spaghetti and stuff. Anything but that.
That's okay. That's more for the rest of us.
That's right.
We even had haggis. We even had haggis while we were in Scotland and Ireland.
Oh Lord.
Ooh, see, I've never had that.
Well, haggis is good. I thought it was pretty good.
I bet you
really?
is.
It sounds disgusting. What's it made of? Stomach? Sheep stomach or something?
Yeah, sheep stomach. And then they stuff it and cook it with food. Oyster boy.
Oh boy, that sounds
good. New Orleans is my favorite city on the planet. I always have been. Where I got married, where I went to school. And I can tell you the hundreds and thousands of times I've been, I ain't never ate an oyster po' boy.
Oh, what?
Hey, I tried to go to New Orleans. That
Oyster po'
didn't
boy.
work out.
Oyster po' boy sandwich. Type of they make po' boy sandwiches, and the tradition started. You know what a po' boy sandwich is?
Yes.
So they in New Orleans they make them out of everything, but one of the ones that is always known is an oyster po' boy sandwich. It's like one of the famous ones. And they do fried oysters on the hoagie roll with some type of sauce and whatnot and all the fixings, and it's a po' boy sandwich, and it's huge. So if you really like oysters, then it's a great way to get good oysters.
See, this is how much I love seafood. If someone would have served me a oyster po' boy, I would be picking the oysters out of the bread. I wouldn't eat the bread, but I would eat all the time. Like,
He's gonna break out in hives. Just
I am, y'all. I haven't even eaten anything today. Y'all making me fight down with the emptiness in my stomach. That is so nasty. It's so nasty. It's like I can't even. Oh my God, Bill Brackett, not a hoagie roll, French bread, right? French bread. I'm sorry about that, Bill. Yeah, it's on French bread.
French bread, okay, you can have the French bread. I'm gonna pick up.
I want to go to the store and buy a bunch of tentacles and stew them up and send you a video.
My Japanese girlfriend, Matomi Motonaga. I'm never gonna forget her name because I thought about marrying her. You know, when you're young, you're overseas for the first time. But anyway,
bye, Barbara.
She gave me everything. Barbara said she's off the dinner. She's on the East Coast. Yeah, I know. She gave me everything. So I had sea urchin. She fooled me one time. Because this is like 1988, 89, 87, back in the day. And before Americans started eating, well, y'all don't really eat sushi. Y'all eat sushimi. Real sushi, when you're in Japan, is you walk into a sushi restaurant and the fish are in aquariums all around the restaurant and you're eating it fresh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I love to try that.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I always tell people in America, like, I eat sushi. I'm like, no, you eat sushimi. It's kind of like Americans who love Chinese food. And I said, no, you love American Chinese food.
Yeah, like most Mexican food is.
Yeah,
not
when you go to China, none of that stuff that you grew up eating, none of that stuff is on the menu. Believe me.
Yeah, true.
None of that stuff is on the menu. Huh?
That's the way I feel about Greek food.
But Greek food, they always say Greek food, but I always just say Mediterranean because I get the same thing in Greece that I'm gonna get when I'm in Beirut. Same thing in Beirut. When I'm in certain parts of Turkey used to be that way when Turkey was open. The food was Turkish food is very Greek, Turkey, all that food is Mediterranean. I mean, other than depending on the religion, whether they use cow or they use lamb but you know, it's pretty much the same food, but I love it. They call it Greek salad, but the Mediterranean food I love, and it's healthy for you.
Very much so. Yeah.
But I always tell people the best eating I've ever done, and I've eaten all over France, and I love France. I love French food. French food is all about the sauce, the roux, and whatnot. But the best eating I ever have is when I'm in Italy, and just no way around it. When I'm in Italy, it's like I gain. Well, first of all, they eat. You know, every meal is gonna be 6 or 7 courses. It's a 4-hour event, and the food is heavy. But it is.
I'm moving to Italy. Really, that's it.
Oh, trust me, brother. From the pastries, I love their pastries. Just like French pastries, they're not overly sweet. They're sweet, but not overly sweet.
Yeah.
But the food. Every time I've ever played in Italy, every time I've ever been to Italy for vacation, it's just been you can't to me no one even comes close. No one compares to me. Now Pam and them were in Croatia, Dubrovnik, and they said the food in Croatia was they were in Dubrovnik, the city of Dubrovnik. They said that food was really, really good. I love when I was in Saudi Arabia or when I was in Egypt or places like that. I don't know what you call the food. I know that region has a certain name, but Arabic, I guess you would call it. Is what I would say without uneducated word. Arabic food, I love that, and I love Ethiopian food.
Huh?
The only thing is getting used to eating everything with your hands, but it's really good. I like spicy, so it's very spicy. It's got a lot of flavor. Same way with Indian food. You know, when we in India, the food is amazing, and I don't even realize that you're eating vegetarian. It's just good, really good.
See, we need to have a whole show on just cooking. We need to get a cook, a chef,
Yeah,
and
we
just
have
talk food.
we have 3 that come on every week, like Chef Gary Wright, Chef Wright. He's on all the time, and he's always cooking. Yeah, he and I always share, and he always give me recipes. And I'm trying different things because I love to cook. So, all right, y'all, we getting out of here. It's 2:40. God, or 6:40, 7:40 on the East Coast. Robbin, thank you very much
for having me.
But I want to have you back if it's okay.
Absolutely.
Let's look for November, because I know your schedule for October, you're getting really busy. I don't want to jam you up, but let's like what about the first week of November? What's the first Tuesday of November, Eric?
First Tuesday of November is the 2nd.
So let's do it. Would that work? Okay, so we got it right there, Eric.
Election day.
We're bringing Robbin back on after she votes on Election Day.
All right. Vote and then get online.
Yes.
Yeah, that might be a tough one. People are going to be going out to vote.
Well, I'm gonna vote too, but we're gonna still do the show.
All right.
Absolutely.
So I was gonna try to cancel not doing any more shows, but people don't want me to cancel not doing the shows. So we're doing the show. But
I'm there.
Go vote. Go vote, everyone. If the stream is low, we'll wait and go on a little bit later, which like what happened this time, and people still came out. But normal noon to 1 Pacific Standard Time. Robbin will be my guest November 2nd, so we'll put that up. And matter of fact, I think the week after that will be Joe Lewis, so that'll be really, really good. And the reason why I want to do that, Robbin, is we had so many problems. Even though we wind up getting a full show and then some, we had so many problems. I want to bring you back, and your new album will be out, and we'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, y'all. God bless you. Everyone be safe, and for God's sakes, please be good to one another and to yourself. I'm Sugaray. We'll holler.